Hey y'all, I haven't made a video in a long time, and it's because I was having a hard time with my bipolar 2. I've been depressed lately, and it's just one of those things, and I knew I needed to make a video, but it was really hard for me to get motivated and to feel like I could talk about something and be encouraging or whatever. And like, I don't want you guys to see me like that, because I just feel numb when I'm like that, and it's just not a good feeling, and we'll talk about that later. It's been a really good day. I won't talk about the whole day because I need to talk about this video, but I felt good today, and it's been a while since I felt good and had a good day. So it was definitely time for me to make a video, and I feel like this is something that I really need to talk about. Mental illness. Some people have this idea of what mental illness is and mental disability and like mental disorders and all that stuff. I mean, those are negative connotations to put onto that word, and I don't like it because I feel like it maybe should be mental differences or something, another word or something like that, because yes, it's hard, it's difficult, and it's different from normal or whatever, but when you use words like illness, disorder, things like that, people get the idea that you can't function and you can't live like normal people, or you can't have a life without help and all this stuff, and it's just you're not gonna have a good life and all that stuff. And that really bothers me, because when I first figured out that I was bipolar, and even before that, when I just knew that I was having an eating disorder, I thought, like, I'm never gonna have a good life because I'm always gonna have this in the background, and that's not true at all. Like, when you think that your disorder or illness or whatever you have is gonna mess with your life and make it like bad in some way, or always be a fog or something, yeah, it's gonna be hard, but you can definitely keep on doing things. You have to accept what you have, whatever it is that you have. Even if you don't have anything like mental illness or whatever, if you take somebody that's paralyzed or something, that doesn't mean that, like, if they're paralyzed from the waist down or something, or have like a physical disability, I mean, yes, their life is going to be different, absolutely different from people without physical disabilities, but that doesn't mean they can't have a happy life. They're just going to have to build their life around their physical disability or physical difference. And just like with mental illness or whatever, you need to accept that about you. The more you fight it, the more difficult it's going to be. The more you just go ahead and accept that's a part of you, and you work with it, and you figure out what you need and your triggers and your coping mechanisms and like everything about yourself, that's when you can say, this is what my goal is, and I'm going to get to this goal, and I'm going to take some turns that only I can take, and I'm going to have to do it in some ways that only I'm going to have to take, but I'm going to get there, and it's going to happen. I wanted to tell you guys what I was thinking about that, and I hope that you understand now. If you are thinking that way, if you've been diagnosed with something and you think, oh, I'm like schizophrenic, I'm ADD, I'm OCD, I have an eating disorder, or I have bipolar 1 or bipolar 2 or personality, whatever you have, like, if you are thinking right now that you're not going to be happy and you're not going to have a normal life, no, you are. You're going to have a great life. Accept that about you, because that's who you are, and that makes you different and makes you wonderful, and it's going to make you a stronger person, because you're going to have to, you accept that about yourself and you go your way about things, and you'll be a much happier person than if you're fighting it. Don't fight who you are. You are who you are, and that's a good thing. I'm sorry again for taking so long, and there will be times when I have to pause like this and not make a video, but we're gonna get through it, and I'm not gonna give up on this thing. And that's the thing with the bipolar. People say, your therapist might say to you, or your psychologist might say to you, that a tendency for bipolar people is you'll give up, you'll make tasks and give up on them. Yeah, people will tell you these things, that tendencies that go with these disorders and stuff, but you just have to say, okay, they say that, but I can make it my way, and I'm going to push through. And I said I wanted to make YouTube videos, and I am going to have to pause sometimes and not make videos, but I'm gonna keep on. I'm going to persevere, and I'm going to do it, and you're going to do it too. Okay, I'm going to stop talking now, and thanks for watching and subscribing and all that stuff, and I will see you sometime soon.